Hey, welcome. Here I am showing you my spruce tree. In the springtime, they get the spruce tips, the new spring growths, bright green color, can be used in teas or other edible as they are if you're really hungry. There's also the spruce cones that grow later in the season. You can slice them up and use them also. My favorite is to make them into a liqueur. Tastes like Christmas itself. Here we see my side yard. Lots of good plantings there. But I'm going to show you my figs. These are the brown turkey figs, the oldest plant that I the first plant that of figs that I planted in the yard, still producing. Wonderful taste to them. This has been a good year for figs. These guys aren't quite ripe yet. Rose plant. This is the healthiest of them, the one that survived the longest. After the flowers are fertilized, they produce a seed pod called a rose hip or a rose apple. Can be ground up and used in teas or as a food flavoring. Eat them raw. That also works. Pretty plant. The stalks can be used as hand drills also. Here we have the raspberries and the blackberries in the background. Planted three varieties of raspberries. Ones that ripen in the spring, another in the summer, and the last in the fall. Uh, the drought this summer was rough on them, and the insects has taken their toll on them also. Raspberry and blackberries also make good stalks for hand drills, and the blackberries are strong enough to use on a bow drill. Give it a try sometime. On the back of the house, we have some bonus plantings where the birds and the chipmunks ate this fruit, pooped out the seeds, and they started to grow wherever they wanted to. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, insects were a little bit rough this summer and fall, but that still tastes pretty good. Around the back of the house, you'll see more, and there'll be a watermelon that got overripe and I left out for the animals, and they totally enjoyed it. Raspberries do like to be supported as they grow. Here on the side of the house, I have even more figs. Starting to lose count on the number of fig plants I have. This variety turns a golden brown color, slightly pinkish purple when they're ripe. Delicious to eat. Had a lot of figs this year. Planted against the side of the house, they're protected from the wind and the frost. They get just enough sun. They do like a slightly moist ground, but not too wet. Uh, they're not too finicky though. They seem to grow everywhere. They're hard to stop growing. Planted these many years ago, and they pop up in the garden whenever I don't plant something more traditional like um, tomatoes and beans and squash. Clover's delicious. Seems to grow all over my yard too. If you don't have some, bring some in. Delicious to eat when it's raw. But mints are everywhere in my yard. Can't really stop them from growing. Lavender's a wonderful plant. Smells great. Can be used in teas, food flavoring. Has medicinal benefits if you want to look them up. Some clovers. Good stuff. Apple trees. I planted four of them. Three survived. They need each other to fertilize. The drought this summer was kind of rough on them, on the apple trees. And the apples that did pop up were eaten by the deer. I actually saw one standing on its hind legs to get the ones in the top of the trees. Strange animals, deer. Side there, you can also see the mulberry trees that I planted. The deer seem to love to eat the leaves on them, so they haven't been able to grow very tall yet. I'm hoping that by fencing them off, they'll grow even better. Mulberry fruit are delicious, and the wood itself makes for good bow wood. These guys are almost ripe. I'll have to come back tomorrow to see if they're ready to harvest. Back to the side of the house. Here we got the Chicago hardy figs. Looks like some of them are just about ripe. There's one that's drooping, a sure sign that it's ripe. Fig trees not only produce fruit, but they also act as a good screening plant. Here we have the passion fruit. Don't really know why it's growing here, but we got some compost and the seeds were probably in it. It's a climbing vine that also spreads across the ground. One has been ripened so far, and we ate it. It was delicious. That sweet but sour sort of taste that's unique to passion fruit. Flowers came up good this summer also. The suburban side yard, wonderful for planting. You can see those apple trees and the mulberries. I like a little bit of privacy, so I don't have to stare at my neighbors when I'm sitting on the porch watching them cut their grass. Oh, there's an aloe plant. We bring that one in over the winter, but look how healthy it is. Use that on sunburns, bug bites, good stuff also. Very nice medicinal that's easy to have. Here we see the screening effect as you come up onto the porch of my house. I wonder what it could be hiding. Hmm, a Meredith in her wild state, trying to ignore me. Cherry tree there.